Hello everyone and welcome to Amiga Heaven. We are looking at colonization. This is, in my own opinion, the better version of civilization. Look at this. I've got all the discs. It's like Windows it is. It's crazy. All the discs are empty though. We can install it, although I'm not going to be doing that. We're going to play Colonization. Look, even the icons change. You don't even get that with Windows nowadays. And here we go. Now, for anyone who watched Civilization the other day, there'll be a little eye above the top of the screen. This is this is so much better, in my opinion. Because this was much more about living in a world with other people, with NPCs. There's so much more involved. And to be honest, if you look at Civ 6, there's a lot more of colonization in it than there is the original Civilization. But that's my opinion. Alright, well, I'm going to choose Explorer. And I'm not going to be, I'm going to be England. Because I'm English, that would make sense. Okay. The age of expansion has coincided with a period of religious strife in England. Basically, there was an awful lot of civil wars and Puritan rule and a whole bunch of other stuff happening. That colonies became havens for groups to get away from the old world. What this means is that we can create 2 normal number of crosses to generate immigrants. Now that is a good thing, because that means there will be a constant supply of people wanting to come to the new world. Okay, now I'm going to cut in here. I'm going to interrupt myself. That is the only commentary I'm going to do that was live. And the reason for that is, you'll see in a minute, I basically decided quite early on, very early on, that I'm going to speed a lot of this up. The bits that aren't that important will be sped up a lot, so it makes more sense for me to commentate on what I did. We discovered the new world, yay, look at that. Are we going to call it New England? We will call it New England. Yay, we did it. Oh, there's Indians. Okay, now that is another thing here. Is you can either kind of follow what really happened in history and just wipe out all the Indians and the natives, or we can befriend them and have them help us. That is the route that I am going to take in this playthrough. My plan here... Hey, it's the Iroquois. Hello. They have 2 villages. Okay, so there's not many of them. Yeah, I'm just going to be peaceful with all of them, because I feel like I can use them to help us. We can trade with them, we can learn things from them, and we can even tell them to order. We can tell them to attack other people, which is fun. Okay, we can send in wagon trains. Yep, that's fine. So you start... Yep, I know all about that. Basically, you start with a settler, a fighter, and a ship. You can now use the ship to scout the area, or to go back to England and either gather new bits and pieces, or gather new people. Our pioneers are ready to build a city, and this is a pretty decent area. We're a little bit close to the Iroquois village. I'm not going to call it Jamestown. I'm going to call it Dagenham. Here we go, we found Dagenham. We're building a colony. So now this all works slightly different for those who have played Civilization, because basically on this screen you have to decide the jobs that people are going to do, and you start off with one villager who's up there, and he can do any of these jobs at all, but you can't guarantee that anything is going to happen. For example, the cotton planter, you would get 0 out of 0. Now my idea to start with is just to start stockpiling food, because sooner or later we will run out of food, and that means that we don't have to grow any for a little while, because we will have a little abundance. Now we can choose who we want to add to a founding father, and they'll give you bonuses in different ways. And you can read up on them. They do give you information on each of the founding fathers. Ooh, seasoned scouts are available. Nice. So now what I can do is I can send my ship back, and my ship will go and work. My ship will go and collect the people that are waiting there. So we will send him back to London. Yay, we got some money. Very nice. What will also happen is whatever the square I built my town on will also generate natural bits and pieces anyway. Oh nice, they've given us 8 fur. Well, that's very nice of you. And basically what you can do with that is you can send it back to London. Now this is London, we've arrived. We've got our seasoned scouts there on the docks. The bottom is the price of everything that you can purchase or sell. You can train people to do different things if you want them to, or you can purchase new things and new people. So you see, this is the bits and pieces, like mostly new ships. And if you have people on the docks, you can actually pay to train them to do other things, so that can be handy. But all we're here is to collect our scouts, so let's set sail. I could have brought some stuff with me, and probably should have, to sell, but it doesn't matter. We're back. But you see, this island is quite a small island, so I'm not going to drop my scout off on that island. I am going to find somewhere else to put him. Here we go. And I'm going to fortify him on the town. It can't hurt. No other reason than let's just do that for now. And they gave us some tobacco, which is very nice because we can sell that back home. There we go. And yeah, now basically with Civilization, oh, I found a new group. I found the Aztec. Nice. Ten cities. Oh, there's a lot of them. We'll definitely have them in our favour. They're going to allow us to live in peace, provided we say it. Yep, thank you very much for letting us live peacefully alongside you. Okay, yep, the wagon train's nonsense. Now, for those that have played Civilization, you slowly gain people in your town. That doesn't happen here. In this game, if you want people in your town, you have to get them and bring them here by recruiting or by finding. Now, as you can see, we've got quite a little abundance of food now, so I'm going to make him go off and do things so that I can get some stuff to sell. There we go, nice little bit more money. And our first cargo from the New World has arrived. We have furs. And we have some tobacco. I'm not sure how to sell this. How do I sell it? Oh, there we go. Unload. Nice. Decent bit of money there. It's lovely. Alright, now we've got ourselves... Looks like Taylor. But what we can do is for 160, we can recruit ourselves some just basic servants. And then we can actually... Oh, hold on. Oh, we can arm them with muskets, tools, or horses. But we can also train them. Oh, we can't train them. Okay, fair enough. Normally you can train them. Okay. Alright, well if it won't let me do that, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you tools so that I can make a second city. And now let us set our sights back to the New World with our 2 new guys. Okay, so basically we need to create Liberty Bells. We're up to 10%. And the faster we create the Liberty Bells, the quicker we will join the Sons of Liberty membership, which increases a bunch of stuff. Now, that's never going to happen because you need to get ores, and you need to refine the ores, and then you need to smelt them, and it's a whole thing. And I do not get that far into this game. I actually get a little bit close, and I've noticed that actually we are on another little island. Loads of little islands. But now we're back here, and we've got some colonists outside, so we can stick someone in the carpenter's place, and they will make hammers, or we can choose it that way. There you go, people have special abilities. So put the carpenter in the carpenter's shop and he will make more hammers than a regular person. I'm now going to send some of the bits and pieces that we've been able to gather and send them back home to make a little bit more money. I did want to move my guy onto the ship, but it wouldn't let me. And I'm really not 100% sure why it wouldn't let me. Because later I do get my guys onto the ships. And I don't know if it's just because I filled the slots up. Because it won't let me on. And again, there is only 2 slots, but I didn't think it was people and items. I don't know what it was, but it wouldn't let me back on. So I decided if that's the case, then I will build my second city on here anyway. They really don't want me to build a road, because I was going to build a road along the way so that I had a faster route between my 2 cities. But I don't want to upset the Iroquois. There are only 2 cities of them, and I did want to kind of have them to help me a little bit later. So I leave them to it, and I make my way around. I've decided from this little island, the best place would probably be the oasis. I go into the Indian village just to see what I can and can't do, and I can send him to live among the natives. Which is quite funny, because he learns to become a master sugar planter. Yay! Doesn't actually cost me anything. They're just gonna teach him a skill. And there we go, immediately learnt. Now I thought that might come in handy, because I thought that might help. We're now going to set sail again. Prices fluctuate as well. As you may have been noticing, you get the odd little bits and pieces will flash up saying this price is better, this price is worse, blah blah blah. So you do have to keep an eye on that as well, because you want to make sure that the price is the right. You don't just want to sell them immediately. Alright, so I've been making wood and hammers. And now what we can actually do is we can actually use our thing to build a bunch of stuff. Now, you know, you can build a bunch of items. You build a bunch of buildings for your place. Some require more things than others, but we're almost at a dock. And I don't know if a dock will help anything or not, but it makes sense to get ourselves a dock. There you go, we've got ourselves a dock, yay! You see the dock appear on the map? Looks lovely now. But I'm going to change him because the food is slowly working out. We've got one less food than we need, so we're slowly eating the amount that I said that we would need. See, there is no cotton. I've also getting a weaver is pointless just because I can't grow cotton here, so it's not greatly helpful. But now what we're going to do is we are going to deal with everything that's happening, because there's a lot going on now. Henry Hudson has become a founding father, and that means that it helps us with all our fur trappers, etc. And now we are building a colony, and we're going to call it Barking, because Barking and Dagenham go together perfectly. There we go. And now in Barking, we can actually make cotton here, although not a lot, but we're going to do what we did in the first place and just start building up a little bit of food. Plus I can always get wagon trains and send the food to Dagenham. But now we can set someone else up as a founding father, and Paul Revere is a very well-known founding father. So we're going to set him up. Okay, so it's all going nicely. We're going to drop our expert scouts onto this little island, which is literally a nonsense island. Look at that. The price of furs is going up, which is always good because I'm creating a lot of furs. Prices are always going up and down. Muskets have gone up or down. And we've discovered the Pacific Ocean, people. We did. And that is where I'm going to leave it. It's so small in this game, but you can just keep going. Same as Civilization, you can just keep going forever. But that is all I'm going to do for now. Thank you so much for watching Amiga Heaven. I've really enjoyed this. I love this game, and there's a chance there is a newer PC version of this game that I might have to give a go. and you might see in the future. But we'll see how that goes. So thank you very much for watching. In case you missed it, the second part of The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening would have been on yesterday. So if you missed it, then go back and take a look at that. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you again next week.